Dum, 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 dum. We are back. We are back to our regular broadcast. Today is the Monday, 6th of October, me versus me on Lots of Growth YouTube channel. And here is Isaac Tan. Say hello.
Yeah.
We are live on YouTube. You are live on YouTube. Okay, so just with any day, we're going to run through our scorecard, then run through our markups for the chart for the market, establish our bias, and then call our execution for today. Without further ado, to our scorecards. Ding, 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 ding. So the last week's scoring has looked high, but I feel like the quality could be better. So this week, I want to make sure that I put in quality work, quality intention, and it starts with a quality routine the night before. It's been a long weekend. We had the kids' kids' concert on Sunday and a rehearsal on Saturday. So it was essentially no break. So we finally had a lie-in today, this AM. So I skipped all the morning stretching. I skipped some of the journaling in the morning, but I managed to recalibrate my tasks. I managed to get the kids to school and do my pre-session with the coach and do the training terminal and start this recording. So we're off to 67%, but even when we go to the full, I think we're only about 83. So it is down to the lack of a good morning session. But that said, does it stop us from doing the rest of this routine and getting ready for either Asia or London? It's most likely going to be London because we're only 5 minutes away from Asia Open. So stress levels, we're pretty happy, we're pretty good. We had a review of what happened last week. It wasn't a great week, but it wasn't one that got us on tilt. We were definitely not on tilt. We were just underperforming. Mentally prepared, balanced, and patient. He's patient, I'm patient. Right, Isaac? Are you patient? Neo-nicing ma? He says yes. Detachment from the outcome. When it's a win, it's a win. When it's a loss, it's a loss. No shit, Sherlock. But detachment from the outcome is as long as I obey my processes and I'm clear with my processes, the outcome would sort itself out. C game triggers. So for today, I've already announced that I'm going in London. It means that I will not be trying to invent a trade for Asia. I think maybe last week's Thursday trade might have been a product of pushing the boundaries a little bit. We had the right bias of a seller last week, but we took it in Asia instead of London. That caused a loss. And then on Friday again, sort of NFP / emergency shutdown, the market wasn't going anywhere. Now, C game triggers. I want to also remind myself to not hesitate when it comes to London later. There was a few things that the coaches were suggesting, like some mini checks and mini triggers to make sure that I do execute on cue, you know. Distraction remove. Isaac's at home. That's not a distraction anymore. And he's about to go back to school, so don't worry. Forecasting, setup, and conditions. Let's head straight to the market. So as we're on this crazy uptrend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 straight weeks of uptrend. So the only way to lose is to sell, and I did sell some of the trades, some sessions last week. We're not going to do that again this week. We're going to make sure that we catch the right sell later on. As of now, the signals are up, everything is still up. For Asia, we're looking for 2100 pips points, 210 pips, which goes up to there. Retracement will be back to below Asia open, below Asia low, and back to 9. London today, I think it's a 288 pip range. Yep, 2880 points. So that will give us, and today has already moved 3002. So regardless of how it is, I'm going in London. I do hope that the price comes back nearer to the 9, and the 9 does actually break into Asia support for the low, for the highs to continue printing. Otherwise, the only way we're gonna say that it's gonna be a seller for London is when the price closes below 9 and ideally below the weekly open of yellow. Otherwise, it is all buy. Even when the price closes black, it's a better buy actually. So the only way it's going to be a sell is when the 9 closes below the yellow line. So any black candles that comes below here, it's a best buy, and we're just taking it at the best risk to reward location. So clear as day, 9 in day. There's 2 more minutes to the end of this candle, and Asia's going to close a white candle for sure. It's just the price action is going to be detached. We may expect the price to linger for a few candles and wait for the 9 to catch up and then boosting away. This means that 3950 is in sight, and $4,000 of gold. We're just going to place a marker there. We could see 4,000 this week. Will we? That is a big level right there. And we're about 700, 800 pips away. Never say never. And should that not occur, then a move back within 3,900 back to 3,500 or 3,700 first would be in place. So with that in mind, I like to remind myself, it's only one trade a day, one execution a day. You have an edge. You have a 75-80% win rate system. Execute it confidently. Do not hesitate. A win is a win, a loss is a loss. Treat them equally. Do not get excited over one. Do not get demotivated over the other. And in the long term, we will see massive gains. So that is all for today. It's an 8-minute short stream. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.